Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh from the Trollbox, the BitMEX Trader podcast. And today, edition number 17 for the first time in the same room, right?
Yes.
No more pandemics, no more reasons not to see each other. Stephan is at the BitMEX office and we are doing this podcast together today. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Yes, it's been a very nice week. I think we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of good discussions about what BitMEX is going to be famous for in 2024. We're going to talk about this a little bit, but let's start with the markets as we always do. How was your week trading, Stefan?
A little bit boring, I have to say. If you look at the price action, not a lot. I mean, we had a small dip to 38K and now we're hovering around 40K. So it seems to be quite a resistance in both directions. Frankly, I'm waiting for real action to happen, regardless of what direction. But this is like, yeah, you can trade up, down, that's okay. But it's quite stressy because there is no clear trend. So, frankly, I was lucky in hitting the dip. That was good.
Nice.
But now, frankly, is a question, what is going to happen, right? Is it going up, fiercely recovering? Do we see the dip to 35K?
Yeah, 35K, maybe even lower. You said it, right? Many say that the main reason for the current, say, underperformance compared to the expectation that many had with the ETF approval is due to Grayscale. I think there is reasons to say yes, and there's reasons to say no. There should be net inflows of new capital coming into our small little crypto economy. But then, yeah, there was news around FTX selling their Grayscale shares worth roughly 900 million. So obviously that puts pressure on the market. Do you have a kind of comment about, do you think it is the Grayscale thing? Is there more to it? Should we actually read further out than just why people selling Grayscale?
Yeah. We spoke about that last week already, right? Why we didn't have more upwards price action after the approval of the ETFs, and of course numbers don't lie, right? So well, tears don't lie actually, but numbers don't lie as well. We had more inflows than we had outflows from Grayscale, so we had a net inflow just from the ETF action, and even counting in FTX, that's all fine. So it's not the only reason why we saw what we saw in this week. There is more to it. The question is, what is it? Is it really, as we have spoken about it last week already, like, are there miners who cash out and to cover for their costs or investments? Maybe. Right? I mean, I frankly don't know. But then even more so, if you read Arthur's Crypto Traders Digest, right? He has a point there. If you expect that there will be further quantitative tightening in the short term, that means there is less liquidity out there, which means less inflows than expected. That's basically it. So we spoke last week about that as well. Are there any surprising news in the market? Frankly, there are no surprising news in the market, but the underlying sentiment is kind of cautious, I'd say. And this drives people to not invest as much in crypto and especially Bitcoin as we would love to see it, right? I guess that's an amalgamation of reasons there. But which then in the end, if this situation is being unlocked either way, I expect pretty hefty price reaction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously, eyes are all on the US. What is sort of the monetary policy in the lineup of the elections? Clearly, everybody watches that. There has been also a bit of an underperformance in terms of growth in China. So maybe investors in China are a bit more cautious with still perceived risk assets, etc. And maybe that is something to read into in the wider scheme, right? Sounds like no shortcut out of this.
No, unfortunately not, which means trading in this kind of environment is, if you want to make money, basically a day trader's disciplined workplace, actually. It's quite hard. I mean, right? I mean, you can throw out like 100 times leverage, but it doesn't matter really. You need to time. It's noise trading time, I would say, which is like quite disciplined work that you need to that you need to do if you don't want to get liquidated. Because if you just throw in a huge position, right, with cross margin, and then you have a price action against you, you will be liquidated pretty fast and all of your collateral is gone. So just a hint, I mean, we repeated that many times already. Work with single exposures, isolated margin, and then you can take bets, right? I mean, then you can basically build up your ladder along the way, whether it's up or down, your choice. Then it works, but otherwise you need to sit in front of the screen. So hey guys, we like seeing you sitting.
we do sit in front of a screen to ourselves. Yeah, I actually would say I became a bit of a chart trader these days. I've never been a big chart trader, but looking at the movements, putting up the Bollinger Bands, and then just trade within the ranges is working. I have not had too bad weeks. I've had pretty good weeks, and it's purely based on chart trading this time because of the absence of other news, really. So yeah, if you want to have a look into chart trading, check out the BitMEX trading guides. We have plenty of education materials about reading candlesticks, identifying chart patterns, etc. And I must say these days, something good to learn and or refresh if you haven't traded that way for a long time.
And actually, it's a nice lead over. We still have our trading competition ongoing, right? So that is actually testing, trying, using it, getting to know to it, and you can even win pretty cool prizes.
Pretty cool prizes, yes. Today, actually, we've hit $1 billion trading volume in the competition, so that unlocks new prizes for everybody. Higher price levels unlocked, very nice. We have an Omega watch, for example, a Moon watch for the best trader out there. We've got a couple of Swatch Moon watches. We have a big prize pool of not yet fully unlocked, but hopefully soon 100,000 US dollars to be given to the top gills. So the competition goes until the day of Chinese New Year, 12th of February. And there's still, everything is up for grabs. So everybody's invited to join. And maybe that is a really nice segue to talk about BitMEX's 2024 plan. We're sort of in the beginning of the year. Exco has kind of planned out, at least I would say, the next 6 months, because in this industry,
That's quite
that is like a 5-year plan for others. But what can we expect? What can we await from BitMEX in the next 3 to 6 months?
I mean, we're pretty vocal about it if you're interested in it. So we work heavily on overhauling our technical infrastructure that will give traders better latency. It's more a technical matter than I mean, just picking out stuff. There is much more to it, but this is one thing, and it will come in due course. Second thing, what I'm really interested and excited about is, and we announced it already, we will go live with an options market for our retail population. So traders, watch out. We will combine, we partnered with someone else here to give a good experience. We hope to go live like around end of February, beginning of March. I mean, we try to be as fast as possible, but it needs to be safe and sound. I mean, that's part of what we are and who we are. Yeah, I mean, those are short term, the real big ones here. And other than that, as you as a community hopefully have seen, we have already amped up on educational pieces. We did the webinars, right?
And we keep doing.
Exactly. We're going to chart trading, and along those lines, we watch out. We want to build like trading bots as a service on the platform, so that everyone actually can use professional trading bots there to automate your trading. So it doesn't take the decision away from you guys, but you can automate. And so that means you can do a lot more in volume. And that means increasing the likelihood of having good P&L with the same amount of capital, right? And then more on the horizon a little bit later, working on increasing the utility from our BMEX token and gamification. So a little bit more fun, because what we actually are about is, of course, earning money by trading, but it's a little bit like martial arts for me. Even if you win, you get hurt, and you really need to take it. So you need to at least have fun in what you do. And this is what we try to amp up on as well.
Yeah, I think fun is a good point, right? More competitions, bigger competitions, more utility and more fun with BMEX tokens. And then fun trading options. A very, very interesting new add-on to come very soon. Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah, especially as it gives you, I mean, for the ones who know options from equities, for example, you know exactly what it's about. But the fun part about it is that it's non-linear, right? I mean, it's a little bit more difficult. It's not just like throwing the dice or throwing a coin and then it's going up or down. You can play around a lot with time, which is nice. If you know how to do it, it really is fun. So more exposures, more chances to come. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Anything else that we should be waiting for, or if not,
The price action.
The price action. All right, because you're in town. This is the magic cube.
Okay.
Roll the dice.
Okay.
What are we seeing next week?
Let's see. What do we need to do? Yeah. Yes.
100x. What else? You said waiting big price action. Here we go. Big price action. Awesome. Thanks very much, Stephan.
Thanks, Uzi.
Have a safe trip back home, and then we talk next week again.
Exactly. Speak next week.
See you.
Hey guys. Bye.
Bye.